Classic WoW loading screen times. Strat. I didn't get the fucking Argent Dawn Exalted, which would have got me the Chromatic Mantle piece plus all plus 5 all resistances. Got the Height of the Wild with the plus 5. I really went for like a mana, you know, so like, you know, the mana on the chest and mana on the helm, right? Because like, I'm just so PvP oriented that like, mana really is really the thing that happens, that is the big deal for priests or whatever. Tier 1 braces, you know. I did a little bit of Black and Glare, but I like didn't get anything out of it, and I just quit. So, yeah, sick braces though. There's me Benny, looking good. Put the plus 55 healing. Kind of wanted to like put plus 30 spell damage on there for the Anathema. There we go, that's Anathema. Oh yeah, hell yeah, fucking shadow shit. Okay, One of Eternal Light. Okay, BRD coffers. Obviously not something you can relate to, but best in slot. I've seen every Libram drop millions of times, and I didn't think of you actually, but you know. Anyway, let's move on. So yeah, we got these gloves, we got the minor mount increase on the gloves. Okay, yeah, Whipvine cord. You know, this was a real pain in the ass to get. Very sick best in slot pre-raid item. I don't know if you remember this item, but like, as a Clothian, you should remember this item, frankly. And yep, once again, Marshall's Satan Regalia, Raiment, whatever the fuck they call it. What have I got on there? I've got, I get plus mana 150, right? Because of the PvP pen I'm going for. And then we've got walking speed on that. Because I'm always trying to get away from people because I'm fucking squishy. Okay, Rose Wine Circle. Yeah, now this is an obscure one. Summonable boss in Laura Blackrock Spire. I suspect you knew about this, but probably never got it because this is like, anyway, I was flexing on you a little bit. And this is Fordrick's Wheel, which I'm sure you probably would have got. I don't know. I guess I wasn't, I wish I'd paid more attention to like what you were trying to do in the game. When we were playing together, but like, anyway, this is like my exploration of that. Yeah, so this is the one I was talking about. Draconic Confused Emblem of Dracasath. It's like a Talisman of Ephemeral Power, but like the blue version, and it's out of Ubers, and I fucking got it. Hell yeah. And this is the Briarwood Reed. There's an enormous drama that I even rolled on this in the pug, and I got a lot of flack from it, and it was one of the most unpleasant World of Warcraft experiences of my life. But yeah, it's totally legit. Priest can roll and read. It's badass, especially for PvP, fucking going around smite spec and all that. Not really smite spec, but you know, sometimes in PvP, you know, you just need to chuck out a little bit of holy fucking damage, all right? Like, and this is a plus hit damage and healing. It's best in slot PvP trinket, so mages can fuck off if they think that like priests can't roll on this shit. Okay, cool. Obviously like basic stuff, you know, diamond trinket. And I guess while I'm here, I'll also show you, yeah, the other quality stuff. Before I got like all this like best in slot phase 1 stuff, I also went hard on all the, well, best in slot phase 1, given that PvP was released, like the PvP ranking system and stuff came out when the game first came out. Wow, this game is fucking dead, dude. Oh, I mean, it's 8 a.m., so like no one's gonna be on, but like, yeah. Yikes, bud. Yeah, so I've got some pieces in here that I think you might relate to. Okay, so we got the Nightfin soup. Okay, Nightfin soup is like, you know, it's classic consumable. SOM was extremely consumable heavy. There were no world buffs, and like consumes were like the big game. And if you were serious about raiding, you were serious about flasking and consuming for everything. And they made the bosses harder and all this bullshit, right? Sagefish Delight is like poor man's, you know, budget Nightfin soup, I guess. Minor mana oil, I was using that a lot. Oh, I got Headmaster's Charge out of Scholarmats. I don't know, they must have like increased the drop rates of these things slightly, but yeah, like let me see if I can right click that with my, well, yeah. Super weird item, but it's epic out of Skolo. Plus 20 intellect to party members within 30 yards. Crazy. Okay, got an Oni Scale Cloak. Oh yeah, I upgraded from tier 0 to tier 0.5 on the braces before I got the, you know, obviously the tier 1 braces. Yeah, I went hard on, like, I got the Scepter of Celebros for Moradon, and like I got the, I also have the Mallet of Zul'Farrak. Like I just sort of, this character, I just tried to do everything. Oh, I got this sick Shadow Belt, which I would have loved on my Warlock. Didn't really ever use it. I got this sick Shadow Wand. You know, this is just like Priest's healing trinket. Like you probably don't. You probably couldn't have, I don't know if you could have gotten that. Maybe you could have just gotten that. I don't know, maybe you had that, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Crimson Shocker, yeah, well, I mean, it's plus fire resist, so like, and it's like, okay, so look. Yes, it's a bad Molten Core trash drop, but I think this is, like, given how high the DPS is on the wand, like, for a priest, this is actually best in slot for solo farming when you are holy, right? And then, like, in this version of the game, you can't have dual specs, right? It's like effectively 50 gold to respec every time, assuming you've maxed out all the number of respecs you can have, which is totally a thing that can happen if you're one of these like classes, like a healing, like a priest or a paladin or a druid or whatever, that like could conceivably change specs a lot. Yeah, and I'm sure that I've got some stuff in here which is like stuff you would recognize. I think this is mostly just like resistance stuff, because I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna need this for Nax. These were actually pretty sick for a while before I got the other guys. So these LBRS legs I replaced with, you know, these are the Padres trousers, man, out of DM West. Wow. These, this is some good clothed shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Banshee Finger. Okay, whatever. Fuck this shit. Oh god, what a nerd, keeping all this fire resist gear like it fucking matters. Oh yeah, I also had like a full-on mana per 5 thing going on. For a while I had like a big mana MP5 phase. Super heavy MP5 phase. And yeah, I've got these strat hands. Okay, Okay, some shit, some consecrated wand. Okay, this is the fastest wand in the game. This is the only 1.2 speed wand in Classic WoW, which is relevant. Why? Well, you should know why, because when you're judging wisdom, right, you can proc judge of wisdom at a higher rate if you're using consecrated wand. In practice, did I ever use this in a raid? No. Okay, like, I don't have time for that shit. Bones Creeper Silas is another great one. I have basically every wand that a priest could conceivably want for any playstyle. Second Wind was an awesome trinket for a while. It's not bad. It's not bad. I had the Beast, you know, whatever, that's just a quest. Okay, Mind Tap Talisman, 11 MP5. This was huge. This was a huge one when I was in that MP5 phase of life. Yeah, I was actually, you'll see that it's not unique. So I was actually trying to get 2 of them, but I never did that. I only got 1 of them. And realistically, again, you know, I never really used it. I really never used it. Like if I'm in a raid and I'm healing, then like I would usually stack, I wouldn't even use the DIE. I would use the Briarwood Reed, and I would use the Royal Seal of Eldrathalis. Because like, I don't know, I never had a keybind for my trinket, so I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pump huge heals now. Like that wasn't really my game. Like I was just like, let's go for consistency over time rather than like trying to pump out huge heals. Anyway, I'm really just here to show you like stuff. Okay, Mace, you could have conceivably used that. That's just the Alterac Valley Cloak. Offhand, I mean Shadow. Corruptors, I farmed a lot of demonic runes. I went Shadow and farmed a lot of demonic runes. Yeah, I'm an alchemist and an engineer. I became an engineer. Oh, yeah, so if you're around. I'll bring this out because you seem to like Rams or whatever, so I don't care. Oh shit, I just, okay, so, okay, here's some stuff that I remember seeing you in, so I know you'll remember this, okay? Okay, Rose of the Exalted, with the mana, with the plus mana enchant, at a strat, okay? I saw you in that for sure, okay? Lytic definitely had that. We had the Padre's Trousers, which I've already gone over. Yeah, I kept these around because of the 2 set bonus here, plus 23 damage and healing. You know, so like the blue, the blue or rare PvP sets were 23 Psychic Scream plus stamina, and then the epic ones were plus stamina. You know, they would always flip it. So like plus 20 stam, Psychic Scream, plus 23 damage and healing, right? So like, you could, what the fuck did that guy just do to me? I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, so I had that so I could have that plus damage and healing bonus while still wearing the epic set in a theoretical, kind of best sort of most plus healing possible setup that I was trying to do, right? But like realistically in the end, what I realized was like actually the rank 13 stuff is super sick because it has so much stam and you're so squishy as a priest that like actually going into a raid with another 1200 health or whatever is a huge fucking deal for your survivability and your ability to contribute to the raid over, in my opinion, you know, pure plus healing. So I ended up just raiding in all this gear, the sick gear, rather than trying to like sort of hyper optimize min-max the plus healing aspect. Yeah, so that's those shoulders, and the feet, Mantle of Lost Hope off Rockor. God, these things look like absolute dog shit. You definitely, if you didn't have these, you should have gotten them, maybe. You should have thought about getting them, but yeah, let me click those on. Like, look, okay, there's me in the fucking field marshal shit, right? I mean, there's you, there's us. And there she is in this fucking Lord Rocker garbage. Absolute, but like absolute sick stats. Like, look at this for a blue. Look at this for a blue. Like, and level 48 blue as well out of BID. That's fucking crazy. Oh yeah, that's a good caster ring for like warlocks and mages, but you know, eventually I picked it up. Oh yeah, I have the Uber's key, so anytime you need to run Ubers, hit me up. And I got the Faith Healer's boots off of Rand in the, you know, the pit in Ubers when there's all the dragons and shit, and you know, Nefarians there and all that shit. And a Starry Heirloom, Shadow Neck, Songstone of Iron Forge, damage and healing, got some Noggin Foggers. Yeah, and yeah, I got a cat figurine. I've got a bouquet of road roses. I got some turn-ins for Skolo, Argent Dawn Rep. I was living off these fucking spring waters from AV. I was starting to get into pots in the end for PvP and like using grenades and shit and like trying to be all hardcore. Flash bombs, okay, these things, okay, look. Flash bomb is an engineering recipe that drops off of like whatever that guy's name is, Mechthenier Thermoplug or whatever in Gnomragon, right? Okay, calls all beasts in a 5-yard radius to run over 10 seconds. Seems kind of useless, right? If you're in Warsong Gulch and you've got a druid carrying the flag, this is an unbreakable, targetable fear that you can cast on a druid in cat or bear form or whatever the fuck. Probably also a shaman in that like other form. So like, it's literally like, it's like literally targetable like this. Like you kind of estimate where they are and you got to hit it and then like boom. It's an unbreakable fear, 10-second fear. It's fucking, it was gnarly. And I got it on some of the best druids on the fucking server, and I'm sure it pissed them off a lot. And got some faps and lips, nades. Yeah, that's kind of it. Like, okay, we should look at the RAM. Okay, that's my RAM before I got the horsey. And then again for the full horse effect. Go ahead and hell yeah, that's what I'm fucking talking about, baby. That's what I'm fucking talking about. So yeah, I don't know. I was working towards getting like these Warsong Tabard and the Arathi Basin Tabard and stuff, but yeah, AB obviously is like just something you have to do. Exalted with Stormwind obviously for the horse, and yeah, Alchemy Eng, and yeah, I killed 28,000 fucking motherfucking horde piece of shit fucks. And yeah, Field Marshal, pretty proud of that. And even prouder that I didn't fuck up another 2 weeks of my life trying to go for Grand Marshal, which I totally could have done and seriously considered, but like it was a terrible idea, and I'm glad I didn't do it, because what a fucking waste of time ever playing this game again was. It was actually pretty fun, but like really a lot of the same pathologies that you faced in the original game. It's like, yeah, like the friendships are kind of real, but not really, you know? It's like, you know, I don't talk to any of the people from back in the WoW days, and I don't talk to any of the people from this generation of me playing WoW either, even though they're a lot of cool guys. But like, yeah, time to fucking move on. Fuck, I had like literally every key that I could get, okay? Fucking Noma key, Scarlet key, Shadowforge key. This is the Blackrock Depths key. Another Blackrock Depths key. Skeleton key, fucking Skolomets. Crescent key, Diamol. Key to the city strat. Yeah. For the side entrance. And what else was I gonna show you? I think that's about it. Oh, I've got the nifty stopwatch. I really just like, okay, so like the game is just like so well understood 15 years later that like everyone just knew exactly what they were supposed to be doing. Sort of. It was complicated by the fact that WoW has changed a lot in retail, and it's like a totally different game now. So like people would come in from retail and they would drop their retail knowledge, and then people would be like, "You fucking idiots, you're fucking dumber, you don't know noob, you don't know classic at all. It was never like that. What the fuck, you're so stupid." Because like, anyway, yeah, just the game changed a lot over time. Banthox Sash, I'm really proud of getting as a priest, because this is a fucking great, it's a great shadow belt, frankly. Fantastic shadow belt. Great for mages and warlocks, but I got it as a priest, so fuck yeah. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's just like fucking around. And yeah, I mean, I feel like I was going to like do some fat heals, but like thinking of doing some fat heals, but I've already converted to anathema, so like it's not, the heals aren't gonna be fat. Like I just gave up like 102 plus healing for the sake of this fucking demonstration. It's fucking pathetic. So, whatever. I don't even know if I have the target's not line of sight. I don't even know if I have the thing which will pop up the amount that I heal for. It doesn't even fucking show up. I have to go to the combat log. Okay. Let's see if I can get a crit maybe. I haven't even got my fucking spirit buff. This is pathetic. Okay, but like I was critting in the plus fucking 4,000s, okay? Like, alright, I got a spirit buff to do this. Fuck this game. I'm fucking sick of this bullshit. Fuck off.